Hello, good people of the internet. We're playing Aces and Adventurers, a deck building RPG based on poker mechanics. And last time, even though I mentioned the word deck building, I was just playing the same deck. And then I came back to the main menu, saw this plinth, and then realized, obviously you can create your own decks. Now I don't have lots of the cards. We've only played 2 short rounds with the warrior, but I figured, why not create a deck? So some of the new cards have been added in, which will be fun. Chop is still there, finishing blow still there. Some of the ones which we've got a +1 on. As far as I could tell, the only restriction was to have a minimum of 30 cards. So we're going with 30 cards because, you know, we're putting good ones in. I don't know if this will work out. I've tried to keep the ones that were really helpful all the time. But yeah, we'll just give it a go. Maybe it'll be better, maybe it'll be worse. So we're going to jump in and we're going to play the warrior with that deck. And even though I thought it said we completed all the spring things, we're going to do this. Ebon Desert as the warrior with the deck that I called Test Deck. A test deck. Because I was just testing out that mechanic.
Over rippling ebon, the desert whispers a breeze scented of sun-baked stone. The tower on the stark horizon stirs a curious nostalgia. Estranged memories set your feet in motion, and the sand replies with firm footing. A slavering beast greets you at the crest of the first dune. Then the ground erupts behind you.
Okay, so here's the thing with the first strike. So we're going to be taking damage unless we maybe... Well, do we want to use the heart early? I suppose we don't have the first level trait anyway. The 10... Oh no, that's a... Let's play the heart. We defend. And now we have finishing blow +1, which is useful. In fact, that killed it because I only had 1 health. Fine, this has got 6 health. Let's play the 2 turns as it suggests. We'll confirm that attack. Easy. Play the 9. Can either... Sure, let's defend.
Shield at the ready.
And now they're on 3 health, so I could use finishing blow. But that takes 2 cards rather than the 1 from before. Of which 1 has to be a spade and the other has to be a black card. Can I do... I can do 2 health, 2 damage with the 4s. No. Maybe I save the abilities until we actually need them, so let's... Yeah, need to end the turn. If you don't know what I'm really doing with any of these things, then I would advise checking out the first video, which has the tutorial. I will try and talk through some of these things, maybe. We didn't take any damage, so we're going to take the level up.
I just came up with a new move.
And we only have unlocked one of these. I guess soon we'll unlock the next one.
Brings you to a slack between the dunes, where vultures circle. The desert cedes to your steps and welcomes you in. You begin to sink, and the vultures descend.
So we have a 50-50 chance top decker red to escape. And we top decked per 6.
Swallowed by sand, you nearly suffocate before spilling into the belly of the desert. Sifted light falls on strewn bones, and something stirs in the deeper darkness.
So we're on the Antlion's lair. That has 10 health. Deal 1 damage if it has full health, gain a shield. Sure, but... Oh, do I want to play... Probably don't want to play the 2. Like, I mean... I'm going to use it either way, so...
I haven't the cards.
Hold on, we'll use that. So we do damage and we get a shield.
Represent shields which are consumed before hit points, but are removed at the start of your turn.
And we can also use the shield as well, which is good. So the damage you do is based on the number of cards you use, so that was a double. And they can then defend, the number of cards they have to defend with is based on their offense and your defense. Anyway. So they have 2 10s. So I could defend with 2 2s, but it's not gonna shield and attack. Like, will I still have the shield left if I lose this defense? I guess not. So I'm only going to take 1 damage, but I'll lose the shield.
Hold your shield high.
Yeah, so I didn't. You have to defend successfully. I'm not quite sure while you're preparing your defense. Maybe I could have used it. It didn't show up in green though. Cannot be used on your turn. I don't know. So I can get defense and draw an ability when replaced. Sure. But I probably wouldn't use the 4 and the 8, would I? I'd use the 4 and the 9 to keep the double. And then we would attack with double. So that we can do 2 damage. What does this do? Add 1 defense. Yeah, they should have fewer cards here. Although they don't actually. Not quite sure I understand. Anyway, can I defend against that? I cannot. So I guess we'll just chuck away any card.
Better not dull my axe.
And now, you know, so if I defend with a heart, then I wouldn't have taken the damage. But still. Onto my attack, we're going to go for a double. Attack. Which they again can't defend. I could use finishing blow now. I mean, not now, on my next turn. They're going to... We're close to a straight here, which is a bit of a shame to chuck the 7 out there, but that will stop us taking damage.
Shield at the ready.
Chop to deal 1 damage to an enemy. We don't have any spades though, which is also why we can't use finishing blow. I'm close to a flush, but let's just go with the jack. Which they can defeat with the queen. Disappointing. It's fine. Their king, which I can't defeat, but I can shield it with the heart. 2 damage to an enemy, gain 1 shield. Cool. 6 and the 8. Or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is a straight. Shame it's not a straight flush, but we might as well ignore that and just go straight for playing a straight. When you have it, because that's 5 damage and they won't be able to defend it.
Search the strewn.
So I can restore, but I lost 3 health. Be better to restore it with something else.
Search the strewn.
Let's search and see if we find something. So we find a 2, which means rubbish. Suffer
good.
-1 attack damage per club in your defense hand. Okay, so clubs reduce their attack, and so do
crawl through a
darts.
crumbling tunnel for hours, coming at last to a cul-de-sac of soft sand. After some digging, you sprout under a canopy. A shimmering path slivers over dunes beneath the moonlight, vanishing into the fold where sand and stars join hands. A close inspection confesses a carpet of fine flakes angled to glint in lunar light.
So we can either go to the Hall of the Dead. The point of a pyramid tilts from the top of a dune, sinking over the course of an eon. A door slanted in a snarl juts from the sands below. Or I can say it's only for the dead and those who wish to join them.
The point
I don't know, let's go for
A
it.
strangely familiar figure in fine clothes offers a limb of square leaves to a king, girdled by gold and jewel. Or is it the other way around?
It's the merchant.
A graveling groan calls your attention to a shifting slate in the middle of the chamber. Sarcophagus means eater of flesh. But this meal has refused the slow digest of time.
Hold your shield high!
And this is defensive, so that means they suffer less damage. -1 attack damage. Which means doing a single point of an ace is probably not worth it then. Right. Although I still need to win it, because if I lose it, then I take the damage. Deal 2 damage, gain a shield. Sure, let's do that. And then play the ace. We could play the chop. Deal 1 damage. I mean, it's only got 3 more health. That's fine, maybe we use that next time, or the finishing blow could just cut it outright. We'll do this for now. I mean, we win, but don't do any damage. As expected, really. They're going to play 3 turns, which I cannot do anything about. So like this, cancel an incoming attack and deal 3 damage to the attacker. Why can't I use this?
Resources.
Which one? An attack. What is an attack? Because defense abilities can be used while you're preparing your defense. Yeah, I'm preparing my defense. Cannot be used on your turn. I don't understand. Well, I can go 6, 7, 8. I could negate all the damage if I use the other king, but I'm going to keep the other king. It says 2 damage, but I'm actually... Do I need to spend all 3? I suppose they're rubbish cards anyway. So I'll lose 1 shield. Why did I still take damage? Why did the shield not do something? Maybe I don't understand shields. Okay, well we have 3 kings now. So only going to do 2 damage, but it's pretty unbeatable. Oh, I could have changed one of them into a heart as well. It's fine. We're going to play a king, so we're going to play a heart so that we don't lose anything. We could do a chop, which would kill them. Or we could use the 2 jacks. I don't know. In a way, I'm trying not to use these in case they're useful later on. And they draw us by also playing jacks. Maybe I should have played the chop then. If I change it into a heart, am I allowed to play both of them? Because they're the same card then. That's an interesting thing. Let's see what happens. I mean, it works. Maybe I should have played queen and the thing anyway. But, the 3, because the 3 would also... And yes, they can't defend against aces except unless they had aces. Great. So we can either choose +1 max hand size, sacrifice 1 HP to draw 2 abilities and 2 cards. Which is interesting. Or I can level up. I don't know if I'm coming up to full hand size anyway. Like, do these abilities count as hand, you know, being used in the hand? I think the hand size refers to these things. We shall 2 abilities and 2 cards. So let's go with this. I can't sacrifice
It's all
HP at the
about
moment, I
the
don't think.
gains.
We can only choose that, so we choose that.
Up and down you scale the dunes, each time a little lower. Only as the spire sets on the horizon is your slow descent made clear. A peak of bright satin flaps cheerfully in the morning sun as fragrant oils and roasted arabica dance on the wind. But something foul frolics in the young shade, whirling through valuables in the tent until turning towards you.
It's my turn.
So these are Diamond Seekers, which... Enemies with Diamond Seeker gain +1 offense per diamond in your hand. Okay. And yeah, the Spike Shield deals... Can I look at it? Yeah. Well, you have to hold it. Anyway, deal 1 damage to attacker for each spade in your defense hand. When an enemy damages your shields, it takes equal damage. Sure. And I can also redraw a card instead of attacking. Because I don't have a decent attack, really. I mean, I could use this. If it's at full health, gain a shield. Although that's my heart. I mean, they'll still be full health next time. Let's use
Take
that.
your best shot.
So it turned it into a 3 of hearts, which in this case is not actually very different, so what a waste. Could do a chop. That's fine, we'll leave it for now. And we're going to play the 3s to defend the attack. 2 7s, which again we can't defend. Although we can deal damage to them equally if we had the 5 and the 9. We kind of need to play that health potion. Like, quite badly. We need an extra red though. It's at full health. I mean, one of them's at full health. I kind of need to play it to get them to have less offense anyway. So I can play that against this guy. Because it gives me a shield. But no good attack. Maybe I just change a card again. I mean, all of these can defend me. So maybe, like, as in block the incoming attack. So let's just go with the king. Attack this guy. And they block it with the king. So they're going to play 6, 7, 9, 10, jack. Let's just go with the 6 then to block it. So the shield hasn't gone... I really don't understand shields. So they're playing a jack, so I could just defend against it, but before equally blocks it.
You better not dull my axe.
So let's play the health, which heals me and gives me extra max health. Even though it takes my ace. I think it's worth it.
It's the spot.
And then Intimidate would be useful. I'm just going to play the jack. Which they can't defend. Although now they play king, we'll play the 3 to block it. Well, the heart, really. This is... I mean, I can use Intimidate, but then I still lose. That means I take less damage. And now I can do a full house worth of damage, so I could just outright kill it. Do you play the full house, even though you don't need to? Could also chop, damage an enemy and draw a card. I know. When it gives you a full house, just use it, right? Felt like they got close. With a pair. Wasn't that close, was it? Right, they play the ace, so I can play the 7 again, just to block the attack. Offensive stance, +2 offense when draw 1 ability is placed. Well, I've got the defensive stance, which I think is useful at the moment. We've only got an ace, so we're just gonna play the ace. And they block it. It's fine, I think. Well, I could have gotten them. I got rid of them. Apparently this is just 1 damage to me. Why is it only going to do 1 damage? Right, because of my shield, but I thought it was before that. Anyway.
Be wary of the lamps you rob. Now, you've leaves for me.
And this is kind of why we were saving abilities so that we could get things. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can either have 3 and the 2, well, 3 and the 1, or the 2 and the 1. But we can't have all of them. Let's go with the heal and the armor, maybe.
I'll take that.
So we can get rid of the chop. We don't know how to use that, and we have an offensive stance. And then we'll also take that. Chop. Sure, let's get rid of chop now. We don't have enough of that.
The merchant points to the horizon.
In gratitude, I'll go against my nature and give you one for free. Walk in the shade of the white tree when the sun is at eventide, but beware the low sands.
A leafless shock of white bolts from the nadir of this giant black basin. The sun has only begun its descent, but it's enough to paint the path of its shadow. Leaning in the shallow shade of the white tree, you feel the sands begin to shake and swell. You scramble away, but a black tide gives chase. Then erupts a mouth to the abyss itself.
Hold your shield high.
I was just going to take a look and see what this was exactly. It was just the 1 defense. Doesn't do much beyond that, so my defense is now 3. I can redraw a card because I haven't really got much going on in the hand. I also have the refreshment, so I can overdraw 3 cards, so I could do that now. But I must discard 3 cards. The 7. I suppose I have to go for the 6 and 4, even though they're healing cards. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? And then we're going to go with the 2 2s to attack. Which they easily defend. It has 8 offense. Yeah, so maybe you should have not done what I just did. 2 5s, which I can beat with 2 queens.
Thrust the axe.
And it's a giant, so does that mean it takes more damage? Gain +1 defense per card in enemies hand. Okay, so they're quite defensive. Health potion could be useful. I don't have 2 hearts though. Okay, another successful attack. They're playing just a queen. And I don't have something better. I can do this, which will give them damage as well.
It's my turn.
Behind the shield, which requires a shield. Maybe I had to drag it onto it? I don't know. I mean, we're very close to a flush. Try redrawing the turn to get the flush.
I'm ready for
It did not work out. Just play a jack then. Or have I already played my attack this turn? Oh yeah, because that's instead of attacking. Again, can't really beat it, so we'll just nullify it.
Hold your shield high.
Sure, we'll just play... Oh, I don't really want to play the ace. No, I kind of need to play a decent card. But they don't... Well, I mean, I needed to play it. Because if I didn't, then they would have easily beaten it. 2 9s. It's not going well. Intimidate, remove one of the 9s, which means they're still going to damage me by 1, because I'll play the 10 to their king. So it's like, you know, play the 6, both take damage, so my shield does damage them. Right. So deal double, it's a reaction. Deal double attack damage on a flush. Dig deep, draw 3 abilities. It costs a hit point. Well, let's do the flush first. If I do all of that, it doesn't...
That's a reaction.
Only usable when you're about to deal attack damage. Can be used right after the condition is met. Okay, so I should... This is a flush. If I hit attack...
That's a reaction.
Fine, confirm attack.
White splinters fleck the black sand between islands of gore, but the tree still stands in your memory. And so you walk in that shadow until the sun sets, and the spire rises before you, a silhouette of absent stars. You arrive at the feet of Titan's ladder. The size of the spire is lost in stars. You can feel yourself pulled upwards by its gravity, teasing forgotten dreams from your dormant past.
And we have completed all adventures in spring again. So we did a 3 of a kind in this run. We did a 10 plus damage in one hand, because we did that with our flush. First time we've completed the Ebon Desert adventure with Magna. 5 bones, use a full house in combat. Excellent. A straight, yeah, not the first time, but... And a flush, not the first time.
Break before the next one.
Rank B. Everything I do is rank B, apparently. Anyway, that's relatively decent. Take a lot of mana, surely. Gathered enough for an ability pack. Get the weird coconut. Yeah, maybe these are for different things. Like this is for the warrior, this is for someone else. The grapple shield +1 again. Forearm block, gain 3 shields. Charge, tap an enemy and move to the other side of them. Singularity. All enemies suffer damage equal to their defense. That requires 5 black cards, does it? So it's hard to pull off, but anyway. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. Fireball. Nice. Again, it's not for use with the warrior, but... And enough mana again, maybe. Looks like it. Another finishing blow. Battle Scavenge. When you deal attack damage, gain shields equal to attack damage. Hammer Blow. Deal 2 attack damage to a tapped enemy and draw a card. So they have to be tapped. Shield at the ready. Gain 1 shield, draw a card. And for the other character, clone a face card in your hand until end of turn. Really? Another one? I mean, I'm okay with that. Click close coconuts. Riposte +1. I mean, defense only. Club or a spade and a shield. Redirect the damage of an attack to the attacker. I had a shield, I just didn't work out how to use it. And gain defense equal to your shields. You can only have 1 buff at a time, right? Yes. And then these ones are for characters I don't really know, so maybe they're not useful to look into that much. But sure, interesting. 20 mana away from unlocking an ability pack.
A
Sure.
crimson tree broods in a rueful mist beneath the gaze of the old castle. Long ago, its king was taken by a dark offering, but only the ravens know he still dwells here beneath the soil, eager to return the misery of his gift to the one who gave it.
And we've unlocked Ravenmeyer the Hunter. So now we have another character. Anyway, this has been Aces and Adventures. It is currently this month on the Humble Bundle choice. Check it out. There's a link in the description. If you've liked the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And I want to thank you for watching and hope you have a great day.